This is the Signature TV News Highlights.
The federal government has accused the Academic Staff Union of University ASUU for fueling the ongoing civil unrest by youths across the country. According to the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Ngige, the youths who were supposed to be in schools are being recruited into NSAS protest due to the industrial action the union embarked upon. Ngige said this in a reconciliation meeting between the federal government and ASUU on Thursday in Abuja. The minister also said that the federal government has commenced the process of testing the University Transparency Accountability Solution (UTAS) platform created by ASUU. The Inspector General of Police Muhammad Adamu has ignored nationwide calls to postpone the setting up of the new police unit Special Weapons and Tactics SWAT to replace the disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad SAS. The police boss on Thursday outlined the structure of the new police outfit and also reaffirmed that the training of men and officers of SWAT will commence next week. According to a memo from the IGP to Deputy Inspector Generals, Assistant Inspector Generals of Police, Commissioners of Police, and Commandants of Police Colleges, the new SWAT outfit will comprise of officers and men that will be selected based on clearly defined criteria. They are to be specifically trained in weapons handling and tactical operations. Adamu said they will be oriented to operate within the high professional and ethical standard, rule of law, and best international policing practices that will align with national democratic values and yearnings of citizens. He said that the mandate of the SWAT team will be intelligence-led and limited to respond to robbery attacks, respond to scenes of weapon-related crimes, rescue operations, special operations involving high-profile criminals that constitute threats to national security, including anti-banditry and counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations, which will require special tactical response. The family of late renowned Emeritus Professor of Literature and Poet Professor John Pepper Clark on Thursday honored the final wishes of the literary giant that his body should be interred within 3 days of his death without any form of fanfare. As the late Clark would want it, his body was committed to Mother Earth at exactly 11:30 p.m. on Thursday in his island country home in Kiagbolu town, Delta State, after a brief lying in state for few family members. Clark was buried after a few words of prayer by Pastor Itua Igodalo, represented by Pastor Jolomi Goti and Pastor Ken Okochu of Trinity House. He's surrounded by his widow, children, and few family members at the graveside near his parlor, which he had long prepared. According to the family source, the late Clark had specifically stated before death that he should be buried within 3 days of his transition and should not be kept in mortuary or taken to any place of worship for funeral service. And on international news, Mexico's former defense minister, Salvador Cienfuegos, was arrested on Thursday in the United States, allegedly at the request of the United States Drug Enforcement Administration in connection with the corruption inquiry. Cienfuegos, who was defense chief from 2012 to 2018, was said to have been on a trip with his family when he was detained at the Los Angeles airport. The Mexico's investigative magazine Proceso, quoting unidentified source at the U.S. Department of Justice, reported that the arrest was as a result of long-standing investigation named Operation Godfather into corruption involving drug traffickers. It is said that other senior military officials had also come under investigation when U.S. authorities began to collect evidence against drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, who is serving life sentence in the United States.
This is the Signature TV News Highlights. For details, visit www.signaturetv.org. Signaturetv.org. News in your pocket.